Hello there, welcome back to Kutta Billi Podcast. I'm Jen.
I'm not here.
I'm Shura.
Yes, we
Sure.
finally managed to rip out his voice box. Amazing. And welcome back to Kutta Billi Podcast. Did I already say that? Yes, I did. I think. Okay.
My wife is lagging.
My brain's lagging. So, okay. So this is something that, like, as a kid, I used to watch this channel a lot. And basically the topic of today is YouTubers or channels that have been forgotten, and then for some reason they've been like stopped or they've disappeared or stuff like that. We'll try to get through one or two of them, depends on the time we have today. If it's like, if you guys like it, then maybe we'll like do more
Question mark.
we'll do more of these more podcasts with this kind of topic. Anyway, so basically, have you guys ever heard of the channel called 7 Supergirls?
No.
No? Okay. This is a channel that I used to watch as a kid. And it was usually like these teens and tweens together, like they would be in the videos basically, and like it would usually be like topics that were a little bit mature for me at that time, so my parents would get mad at me if I ever watched them, but like I still would because it was entertaining. But yeah.
Course you did. It sounds like something you'd watch.
No, it was kind of like one of those channels where there was like friends together. They would do these things. Yeah. So basically, it was like a channel. Okay, it was like a channel full of like tweens and teens together, and the channel was called 7 Supergirls. In 7 Supergirls, there were like it was under this guy called the owner of these channels, Ian Rylett, 55. He was
Ian
one.
Rillett.
Shut up. Okay, so he was once the founder of like these 7 different channels, ranging from 7 Supergirls, 7 Awesome Girls. It was a lot of different channels under this name. It's kind of like how how 5 Minute Crafts has like 100 million different channels under different names, but it's all the same owner. So just like that, Ian Rylett. Okay, Ian Rylett was one of the most popular, like a very popular YouTube channel at some time. Apparently established in 2008, the franchise at one point boosted nearly 20 million subscribers across 7 channels. And out of all of them, 7 Supergirls was its biggest. It claimed it had about 9 million subscribers and 5 billion views, featuring daily videos from a rotating cast of young women. Basically, it would usually be like, I've watched this before. It would be like, oh, today we're doing these pranks. Just like the trends at that time, the stuff that we would usually watch, like those eat it or wear it challenges, or I mix these things in a blender blindfolded. Those challenges that we used to watch as kids. We were weird, yeah. So those things, but like done in groups, and there were like 7 different channels doing that, and then there would be like, like those princess things. How they all dress up as princesses and like stand in a pool and stuff. I don't know. It was a lot of things, and then there were like drama skits and a lot of different things here. But yeah, so that's why a lot of people enjoyed watching it. However, I stopped watching this channel like ages ago. And one day I decided to come back to it a few years ago. And I was like, I couldn't really watch it that much at that time because my parents would be there, and I was too young to understand a lot of the concepts. So I was like, okay, now that I'm old enough, maybe I should watch. Um and when I went back to it, there was no channel. And I was like, what the fuck happened? And then basically, like, I saw the video of the girl herself. Basically, what happened was Ian Rylett had been accused, and, like, basically the creator had been pleaded guilty for child abuse.
Oh.
Yeah. And basically this had been, like, I guess there had been more rumors, and or, like, not rumors, but it was, like, said a lot of times. It's just that nobody, like, thought of it seriously until I don't remember. I don't have the exact date for this, but yeah, this is the video. I actually watched the video of the girl herself. I'll include the clip in the actual video. Like, yeah, okay. I'll include the clip.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was learned that, like, all the girls were in, like, this program at, like, Walt Disney World, and just like this, basically, like, from like I said, how they would dress up as princesses, they would have these, like, parties and stuff like that. There were also things there where these teens would dress up in bikinis in pools, stuff like that, and like, from far away you don't think much of it, but the more you get into the situation, like, the more you think about it, the more you find out about it, it makes you feel very bothered, because, like, what the hell, bro. But yeah,
Yeah.
basically they were in Walt Disney for some reason. They were in Disney World, and basically Rylett found a girl on her own. Like, she was supposed to change, and I guess before a video, she was told to tape down her breasts to make them seem smaller.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Predatory YouTubers when they hit it big.
No,
Oh, God.
basically she was practiced wrapping her breasts down to make them appear smaller for the video shoot. The girl, who was under 16 at that time, claimed that Rylett touched her breasts and attempted forcefully to remove her underwear. Rylett was arrested on charges that he had molested the girl. So,
Oh,
yeah. The arrest was a part of a series troubling revelations, including YouTube and child exploitative content, which had started to become public in 2017. So, basically, I guess, it became, like, known, and it gained recognition. It gained awareness in 2017, and, like, more people had started to notice these things, and yeah, Rylett entered into a, what is English? Okay. Yeah, so basically Rylett got around 15-year prison sentence. Okay, so here I understood this wrong, but basically Rylett had been entered into a plea agreement to avoid a possible public trial and 15-year prison sentence if he was convicted of child molestation. That's basically it. In the end, Rylett's lawyer did not immediately respond to requests for comment. In exchange for pleading guilty to child abuse, Rylett was sentenced to 90 days in Orange County Jail in Florida, minus the 29 days he had already served while awaiting trial. So yeah, in the end, what used to be something that I used to watch as a kid, a lot of people used to watch as a kid. I mean, like I said, it was like 20 million people or something like that. I mean, you watch these things on YouTube or Instagram, TikTok. I mean, there are many social media platforms now, and you think this is like, oh, it's all fun. It's all, like, they have good intentions, but then there's actually the truth, which is people doing, these things. I mean, something that's happened in the recent days are people, mothers, usually, like, I think there's a specific single mother who did end up taking down her videos and everything, but for like I think it was not even like that long ago, maybe like a month ago at max. Um, the woman used to post. She's a single mother. She used to post videos of her child on TikTok, and it would be like her child wearing these really like um, I mean, for the general audience, no one is going to think anything, but it is the internet. There are creeps everywhere. And yeah, so as a mother, she should protect her child from these things, not, you know, encourage them or, um, you know, like, I don't know,
Yeah.
like not feed them what they want, But yeah, she would put her child, which was like a 4-year-old, I think, in really like short skirts and like crop tops and stuff like that, and like eating like very specific foods, making it seem sexual. And
Internet fame is more important than child safety.
yeah, no, this she got a lot of hate for it, and in the middle, like in between all of this, she was, like because she got all the hate, she went on and she said, I'm not doing this, I would never do this, you guys need to stop mom shaming me, blah blah blah. But the thing is, her comment section, like there were many videos where in her comment section there were comments that were so disgusting and disturbing, and just it was bad. And she would see these things, of course she wouldn't even turn off her comments, she would see these things but do not do anything about them, which was it's disturbing. I mean, just imagine you, like, you grow up in that environment, like you're just on the internet in that bad way. You grow up and you slowly realize your mom has been doing these things, and basically just letting you be in that position in front of all of those creeps all your life, as all of your childhood. Like, just imagine that situation. People really got to her about it until she recently deleted all her videos. Similarly, there are a lot of other channels, like family channels, who will do anything, and they will like shove their cameras into their child's faces just for money and fame. But I think,
Be May. I get hate for being a moron.
um, but I think after all this stuff happened, in some places they did make a rule, or a what's it called, a law, sorry, a law to you know, like I guess you'll have to pay if a child is included in your video. You have to pay a certain amount, and then after your child is like 18, they will receive that amount. Uh, Something like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
That should be a rule worldwide.
Yeah,
The
it
Austin
really
rule.
should. It really should.
Definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
Oh, do you remember Ryan Toys review?
yeah, I do.
He's still going on.
New YouTube bull. They're not going to pay anything.
Okay, so it's about this mukbanger, and it is very common that mukbangers are being forced into doing this kind of shit.
Is it me?
I think that's,
Oh, I know.
yeah. It is very common.
This
Mukbang.
okay.
It is very common now for some reason. I mean, that's not a good thing. That doesn't make it acceptable in any way. But yeah, it's happening a lot. And one of the main, like I think it is the most popular uh you know situation that's been um brought up is Kate Yup or something. Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Is okay. Shura claims it is mukbanger, I guess. So I will say mukbanger. I don't know. I
No,
don't
it's
watch.
not.
I don't watch these videos. Okay. Is it mukbanger or
Moron.
mukbanger?
That is what.
Mukbang.
Oh my god.
What is it? Oh my god,
Yes,
you are annoying as shit. Shut up. Let me film the video. Okay. Okay. So, basically, Kate Yup is a mukbang channel. I guess she was well
Oh,
known for,
her.
yeah, and I guess she was well known for like eating seafood and stuff like that. I mean, typical.
Eating shit raw, basically.
Oh, I'm not sure. I've never watched her. um, but
Seeing
yeah,
like a lot of eating raw things,
yeah,
shit. Okay,
Eating live
cannibal.
animals.
yeah, yeah. So,
No,
I guess
that's someone
people
else, right?
I guess people started to notice that her behavior was really weird, and she would be nervous and speak through like subtitles. There would no be like there would be no actual like vocal speech, like no speech at all. It would just be like subtitles, and it wasn't like, I guess it seemed unnatural. And
Yeah, and like someone was like she was eating really fast and shit,
mhm,
like
like
in an
yeah, yeah.
unnatural way.
Mhm.
It was concerning that, and she disappeared for like 2 years
Uh-huh.
now, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, yeah. So like, so she would add in like certain messages in her subtitles, make like to make it obvious, like SOS and stuff like that. And yeah, so always it was like, I guess it seemed as if she was being monitored, or she was being watched, she was being under pressure or something. So she occasionally peers to the side or behind her during her videos as though something has caught her attention, despite assuring the audience no one else is in the room with her. Um, which that is creepy as
Yeah, and shit
fuck.
like her camera moves
Yeah,
sometimes. This shit, that shit happen.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes objects get inexplicably moved, such as a bowl in one video and her camera in another.
Yeah.
Other times whispers of male voices can be heard, while most are probably just from the sound of her eating. Some in her more recent videos sound sorry. Yeah, some in her more recent videos sound more tonally distinct, at least to my ears. This is I'm actually reading this from a Reddit post. I skimmed through it before. But yeah, I'll link everything in the description. Anyway, apart from all these, like the sounds that people are hearing, the vocal, the speech, and then any sounds, things moving around, her looking around, seeming nervous. Besides that, there was more concerning thing, which was her appearance, how she came to film the video, how she looked in the video. Apparently, it was very like her physical health did not seem good, as much as she tried to assure everybody that, "Oh, okay, I'm fine, don't worry about me." She has lost teeth on camera before, and she spits them out like nothing, which is
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
which
I've never
is
seen that.
I mean, I don't think I would enjoy a video, a mukbang video, where I'm just trying to, I mean, I've only watched mukbang videos during Ramadan when I was really hungry or something.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I would be creeped out as well if someone just started like, bleeding, and like their teeth came out and they just spit it out like nothing.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Really?
Um, and which others have pointed out could imply it's a common occurrence. She appears thin and even sickly,
Wait.
and she is sometimes spotted with bruises and cold sores on her lip. So, I mean, clearly there is something going on, and it's not just. I mean, unless she, I don't know would be a reason? What would be an appropriate reason for someone to just appear that way on camera? Anyway, uh, apparently she had disappeared for a while, but she's back now. Though some people have stated that the woman in the recent videos has distinctly different features than the previous woman, it's possible they are different people. Oh my god. Okay. Unfortunately, all people have our theories. She's apparently been seen wearing a toothbrush taped to her arm, which, and I'm here,
What?
and I'm just here saying, so please, okay, wait. Okay. Basically,
Toothbrush tape? What's that?
she's been, yeah, wearing a toothbrush taped to her arm, and this isn't right. I mean, this could be wrong or right, but, might bolster the eating disorder theory. So some people are saying, I guess, that she has an eating disorder. I'm not sure, really. I haven't gone through all these theories, but
Mhm.
all I know about is the kidnap theory, where, like, she's being, I don't know, there's something going on, someone harming her. The point is, she could be being abused, or she could be self-harming to some extent. Worse, it could be more than one woman, which is,
Yeah.
um, yeah. So, basically, so yeah, there are many theories to this. Um, Personally, I feel like it could be a kidnapping thing, because, I mean, there are people. I think it's like a kidnapping thing where they're just, like, using them for money or something. There could be many reasons behind it, and um, possibly, her resisting to do it, causing her to get these bruises and everything. Maybe they're abusing her, and, you know, hence her teeth falling out in the video, having, bruises and cold sores and stuff like that. And then after being gone for a while, as she was said to be sick, anything could have happened, actually. But yeah, they found a new woman who could take her place. And if that is true, then it is possible that woman will face the same things, if not worse, which is kind of disturbing. Okay. Assuming the worst, as we often must do, however, what if she's being abused by a partner or someone else? Or at least, what if she is truly self-harming and needs intervention? It certainly appears that she is. Her teeth are falling out, and she appears sickly. It's clear what she is doing, or what someone is doing to her, is causing alarming health problems. The bruises could be eating disorder, or could also be from abuse. Um,
How does eating disorder turn into bruises?
I mean,
That's
some
what I don't
people
get.
can have really bad eating disorders where they, maybe she decides to eat a lot, she throws it up, she hits herself, you know? It's possible.
Oh.
And if that's the case, what can I do? On the off chance that it is a trafficking concern, I sent a report. Okay, this is just people thinking, how can I help her if it is actually like a trafficking situation, if it's her being,
Mhm.
held hostage, by someone, which is, yeah. But,
Could
um,
be true.
which is, I feel like that is the most true thing. I mean, as much as someone couldn't be, um, you know, having an eating disorder or feeling bad about, eating or whatnot, I mean, someone has to go to a certain extent to be able to do that. And it is not a very common thing for someone to do. And, like, if you are, like, if you do have an eating disorder, why in the world would you open up a mukbang channel? You would go for other sorts of content to make money if that is the reason. So I don't think someone would self-harm themselves like this way when what they're doing is triggering their eating disorder. Why would they, But yeah. Basically, it just doesn't make sense. Why would someone just, do that? Why would they specifically do mukbangs and harm themselves because they're eating too much or eating too less or whatever their eating disorder is based on? Why would they do that? I mean, the more obvious, the more, what's the word? The most possible reason here, in my opinion, could be that she's being kidnapped, trafficked, you know, which it is one of the things that happens a lot between mukbangers, I guess. I'm not really sure. But yeah.
B. I can't be too sure since I haven't watched the channel personally.
But yeah, so basically the thing is, if you want to post things on the internet, you have to be careful with what you do. And you have to make sure that you don't do or say or do anything that could cause you or the people around you harm. And sometimes people just get blind or they're just sick. And, will tend to focus on money over humanity, or just thinking humanly, feeling something, like just acting human in conclusion. And it is disgusting. Especially I despise family channels, especially those who shove a camera in their child's faces 24/7. I despise any type of channel which does these things where kids are involved, or anyone that isn't a minor that doesn't have the proper knowledge to consent to these type of things. I mean, yeah. So even if you were to post something that is harmless, something that you think is completely okay, it still has many ways of going downhill. And in the end, I think you just should not post children, because I mean, I guess stay safe. I mean, you can do it with certain cautions. Maybe keep comments off, maybe keep make it a kids video, yes, only kids can see it, no one else. I mean, not no one else, but it's mostly in the kids area. I mean, if someone is sick enough, they will go to there as well, but I mean, you can't really do anything about it. Apparently, I saw this TikTok where this psychologist, basically, she talked to many of these pedophiles.
Kids from the
Yeah.
Oh,
And the thing is, when these pedophiles don't have access to child, the next option of theirs is these TikToks and videos and everything people post online about little children.
God.
I've talked to a lot of pedophiles in my career, and when they can't access child, do you know what they use? The New York Times did an investigation of child influencers. You can't have an Instagram account if you're under 13, so parents are running accounts for children. Although it's incredible to use social media to start a savings account for your kids so they can go to college and buy a house and a car, bad things are happening. Companies will send you clothing to put on your kids. If you post your kid in that outfit, you can make $3,000 on one post. Here's the problem. They looked at 5,000 child accounts, and 32 million followers were adult men. Meta has disclosed that over 500,000 accounts every day have inappropriate content or interactions. When a parent posts a picture of a child and they appear more sexualized, like in a bathing suit, they get far more likes and comments from adult men. Look at my business account. You can see who's looking at you. Do me a favor, go on to these child accounts run by mom influencers, click on the comments, and then click on the profile of the people leaving the comments. I promise you will be shocked. Almost 80% of them are adult men.
Yeah, and they've openly admitted to that. And, it's just like, after that, do you really want to post pictures of your children and stuff like that? In fact, after, like, this was actually a while back before I heard about all this, but before that, I stopped, like, in the public accounts that I have, any YouTube channels or anything that I have regarding my little sister or myself. I started to cover my face halfway or cover my sister's face or any child involved and stuff like that, because I genuinely don't want anything to ever happen. Even like this podcast thing, I'm doing it because I've wanted to, and like I haven't done it for years because I had my reasons.
Did you ever do it before?
Podcast? No. I've had like YouTube channel. I think every kid has had a YouTube channel in their life at some.
I have as well. I did
Yeah.
it.
So yeah, so basically podcast, I mean, there's always obviously so many reasons, so many things that I do to protect myself and the people around me and anyone that is going to be involved in the podcast. And that is always going to be like that because you never know. You never know who is watching, who is doing what. And it's just, the thought of it makes me feel disgusted. What used to be a very innocent, seemingly innocent channel full of tweens and teens doing videos, just fun videos. I mean, they were just things that were very popular during that time. Even now, there are many videos like that where people are doing different kinds of challenges that are, there's many things like that. Yeah. So just going with the trends. And it was the same thing then. Just 7 different channels with 7, 8, I don't know how many different girls. I guess 7 super girls. I guess there is like 7 girls on each channel. Not sure though. But yeah, 7 super girls. So like maybe they had 7 girls in each channel. And they would all make different kinds of, not different kinds, same kind of content. And people would watch it, and like kids would watch it and be like, "Oh, that's fun. I should do that too." And skits and stuff. But somehow that stuff can lead to this kind of stuff. I mean, you think it's innocent, it really isn't. There's someone behind the camera, with all these bad intentions. You really never know. And as much as we are like, we're victims of this, where we go on the internet and think, oh, I wish I could be like her or him. We're victims of these things where we get on the internet and we think, oh, I wish I could be like them. Like I wish my relationship was like theirs, or I wish I had those things. I wish I was rich like them or poor like them. I don't know. A lot of things go through your mind. But in the end, you have no idea what's going on. And you don't know where it's going. You don't know what's going on behind the camera. And, like that one TikTok couple. Remember, I don't know if you guys know about it, but that one TikTok couple where, it seemed like the guy was really nice to his wife and everything. The wife was niqabi, I think. And she ended up, like, finally getting away to, be able to, like, tell everybody that she was being abused. And, like, she showed that
What is that?
it was a TikTok couple that was, it was a while back, but like, yeah, a TikTok couple where this woman, she was niqabi, and like, I think she opened up another TikTok account or something. She did something some way or another to, expose her husband, and she showed that, like, she had bruises all over her face, and there were like clumps of hair in her hand, because the way that she was being abused. But the videos that they posted, she was in niqabi, right? She would just like, it would just be her eyes and everything, and she always seemed to be smiling and everything, and her husband kissing her forehead and being all this kind stuff. But there is this going on in the background. You have no idea. And then recently, this couple, this I think Pakistani couple, which apparently they're like very popular or something. I don't know. I came across it on TikTok. But apparently they were like, they're getting a divorce or something, and everyone's like, oh my god, if they're getting a divorce, then what is life? Blah blah blah. But then again, you have no idea. You have no idea what is going on in their personal lives, what has been going on in their personal lives. You don't know that they're the perfect couple. You think, because they post these type of content, and there are many channels and accounts and stuff that show all the good stuff and the happy stuff and all this wonderful stuff. You don't know what happens behind the scenes. And yeah, so that's basically it. That's the conclusion, that we shouldn't just believe what we see on the internet, and we shouldn't let ourselves fall into that situation. And if anyone that we know is in that kind of situation, we should try to
Reach out and help.
reach out and help. Or if it's something like the mom and child case, we should try explaining to that mom, if they actually have good intentions, that what they're doing is extremely wrong. But yeah, that's all for today, I guess. I'm sorry if I am not talking properly tonight. I'm just very tired and just kind of stressed out, but I'll be okay. Let us know if you like this kind of video.
Bye.
And we'll talk about more crime stories and more YouTubers disappearing and everything, because it is actually fun to go through.
The internet is crashing out.
Say bye.
So yeah. Alright. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.